Welcome to Backstory with your hosts, Mylars bandmates and lifelong friends, Quig and Danny. The guys have lots of fun episodes coming, so please take a second to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Now, here's your hosts, Quig and Danny.
Hey, welcome to Backstory. I'm Quig.
And I'm Danny.
And on episode 1, we're going to tell you about how we met.
Fun story. Go ahead, Quig, you start this off.
So the first time we were ever in a room together was at the Recreation Center in Union, New Jersey. That's the center of town we grew up in, where Melody Records is also located. Yeah. I was working with a band called The Fragments. And Danny?
I was in a band called, get this, Sabre, but it was S-A-B-R-E because we thought we were cool.
And it was a battle of the bands. We had them, a few times a year at the Rec Center.
Oh, we look forward to those. Oh, my God.
And the singer of The Fragments and I had started an original band after high school. So we placed an ad in the Aquarian Weekly, and...
Well, you know, it's funny. Just going back to the Rec Center for 1 second, I remember how nervous I was because you guys were the Fragments and we were this total beginner band, Sabre, and you guys were like, you know, the hot shots in town. I thought, you know, we're definitely gonna get our asses handed to us. And you know what? We did lose, but we didn't lose by a whole lot. I think it was only like maybe 10 votes out of like 100 people. So we held our own. But I remember going home and going, oh my God, that band was so cool, and this is what I really want to do. And the guys I was playing with were my friends, but you know they weren't like really, you know, as driven as I was. So I remember going through the East Coast Rocker. I think it was called the Aquarian at that time. It was the music newspaper in New Jersey that we all got every Wednesday. And I saw this ad, and it was for a band in Union looking for a lead guitar player, and it said, call Lou, call Nick, and it had the numbers. And for some reason, I just had a feeling that it was you guys.
I think the influences were in the vein of Elvis Costello, Kiss, and Tom Petty.
Yeah.
It seems like we're still in those influences today.
Right. We haven't strayed too far. So I just remember, picking up the phone and calling, and I remember Lou answered the phone, and it was Lou. It was from the Fragments, and I was like, oh my God. And, you know, he's like, oh yeah, how you doing? This and that. I think I used to pester him at his gigs too. Like, I think he played for my junior high, and I probably asked him a million questions after the gig. I was like this little fanboy. But, and he was always just so cool to me. And he said, yeah, we're holding auditions this Sunday. Can you make it down? We're going to be at Quig's house. And I said, oh, that would be great. Yeah, totally. Obviously, Union's not a big town. I knew exactly where they were. And I just remember, you know, that Sunday, you know, when they told me to be there, walking in with my guitar and my amp in hand, and they were all set up in the living room.
And one pink and one purple Converse sneaker.
I did wear one.
And why did you wear one pink and one?
Honestly, I think I was in a rush. I was late as usual.
Was it Ace Frehley?
Well, yeah. I mean, I did own the full purple pair and the full pink pair, but I think two things. I think I thought it would bring me a little bit of luck because of the whole Ace audition thing, and I think I probably was running late as usual and just didn't want to run back inside to get the matching set.
And if you're wondering, Ace Frehley had shown up for his Kiss audition wearing one orange and one red sneaker. Apparently, that's what the story is.
That's the story, yeah. So then these guys were all set up, looking super pro in Quig's living room, and you know, I walked in, and I don't know, I was a little nervous. I got to admit, it was a lot of fun, but I was definitely nervous.
Yeah, I was actually playing my father's organ for that audition in the living room. Lou had his acoustic guitar, if I'm not mistaken, and Rob Mason was there with a small combo amp.
Yeah, Rob was there with his
Rob
guitar.
Mason, the other guitar player in the weigh-in. We had already acquired Rob.
Yeah, and you guys played 2 songs for me, and I think it might have been "Place in Your Heart" and
probably "3 Wishes."
3 Wishes. Yep, that was it. And then played it through once, and then said, "Hey, join in on the next pass," and that's what I did. And we jammed out on those 2 songs, and it was a lot of fun. And I did my best, and then
we asked you if you had originals.
Yeah, and then you guys said to me, hey, what do you got? And I think I remember I had the beginnings of Where Do We Go From Here? And I said, yeah, I got this one, and I played it for you, and I sang it, and and then second pass around, you guys all joined in on my song, and everything just felt right. It felt really, really right. I think we all knew it. We all looked at each other, and it was like, okay, the next logical step is for all of us to be together. And I remember leaving the audition. I remember walking down the steps to your front lawn out to the driveway to get into my car, because I think I was late. I had to meet my mom and dad for a dinner at my aunt's, which was around the block actually from where you were. And you walked me out, and you had a couple of more guitar players coming after me. You had like 2 before me, and but you kind of like gave me that look and that wink, like, man, you did really great. I'll be talking to you later. And I felt really good, I remember, about it at that point. I wouldn't say I thought I had it, but I felt really good about it. I thought that, I had as good a shot as any to get this gig. And like I said, they were a real band, and they, and I wanted to be in a real band. So it was important to me.
So now how did we actually tell you passed the audition?
So I went to my aunt's, which was like not even a mile away from there, for Sunday dinner, and I remember getting a call from either you or Lou about an hour or 2 later. It was great. You guys didn't make me suffer too long. You called me that night and were like, hey, we just want to let you know we really like what you did. Would you like to join the band? And I was, beyond excited. I had to tell my bandmates in my other band that, I was going to be, parting ways with them. Well,
not all of them. Because you had said to us, you're like, I just convinced the drummer to buy a new drum set. You think we could use them?
And you guys needed a drummer.
We needed a drummer. And Ralph was great. Ralph Meza. He was the first drummer we had.
Ralph was our first drummer. And Ralph opened up his basement to us for rehearsals. Yeah. So it wasn't only we didn't get, all of us together. We got a drummer. We got a rehearsal studio. No, it was awesome.
So at that point, we were almost ready for a gig. So do you remember where our first gig was? But think about it, and let's hear All American Washout by The Way In.
Silver spoon, baby. There's a whole different place you've been missing. Locked away, baby. In a world where only money counts. So you turned away. You look to the streets for your answers. But the only sound you hear is the beat of the drum. Baby, it gets so crazy when you're out there on your own. You're an all-American washout. You keep on running, but you'll never go home. Listen up, baby.
All right, all-American washout. All right, Dan, so where was our very first gig together?
Well, I could tell you where it was, and I could also tell you how long after we were together it was. We had been rehearsing for about 2 or 3 weeks, and we thought we were like just the coolest. Like we had about 7 or 8 songs down, and we did. We sounded really cool. I mean, like I don't know. I think it was our first real original band for any of us. And we were just so excited about these songs. So I think, as you know, I would a lot of times go off the cuff and do like, some
hairbrain thing.
I think I looked in the East Coast Rocker, the Aquarian, and I saw Bands Wanted and the club was called Deja Vu. And they had an ad in the back of the Aquarian that said Bands Wanted. It was a club out on Route 22 in Greenbrook, New Jersey. It's now it's a pool supply place, right?
After Deja Vu, I think it became a ski shop.
Ski shop, okay.
A ski shop, and now it's
pool supply. And I just, you know what? It's funny. I just passed it like 2 days ago. I was out there, and
Route 22.
I said to you who I was with, I was like, that's where I played my first club gig ever. I mean, of course, we played the rec center and junior high dance and stuff, but that was the first club we all played together. And I remember when I called you guys and I said, hey, we got a club gig. You thought I was insane.
Yeah, it was like tomorrow.
They needed somebody, I think, that Thursday.
Like no prep time or anything.
Right.
That's how we ended up recording, but we'll get to that in another episode.
And it was trial by fire. So like a week later, we were literally loading our gear into Deja Vu on Route 22 to play our very first gig as the way in. And it was a blast.
All right, that wraps up episode 1 of Backstory with Quig
and Danny.
We hope you enjoyed it, and please tune in for some more episodes coming soon.
Take care.
Backstory has been brought to you by Melody Records. We'll see you next time.